Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in the lab. No book today. I got some nice for you. I got a good lesson, so I'm doing what I do to enlighten you. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story. For life, I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's handle our business now. Right thinking mission. That's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you are a right thinker, then your goal, it should be to know thyself. That's what I got for you. And, brain freeze. Okay, it's rhetorical, but if you don't know yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. A person, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my eye be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about this thing they call subconscious is really your superconscious. Well, how could it be one thing? Again, I broke down in consciousness in 3 states I remember, sometimes 4. But let's talk about how your subconscious becomes your superconscious. Being superconscious means you know yourself. I took a long way around to get to that, but let's break it down for you. Hopefully you can understand this with the whole point of the lesson. Let's go. Consciousness. Consciousness is just to know all, aka everything, to be aware, mainly about yourself. When I say I know all, when I claim to know all about me, not everything in the world, nobody knows that but him. So if you connect with him, you got access to it. That's called an Akashic Records. But when I say I know, I only know me, respectfully, okay? Hope you understand that. I'm not claiming to know everything. And some people, you know everything? No, I know a little bit about stuff. That don't mean I know everything. But I need to know what I know. You need to know what you need to know, which is yourself. So my job is to help you with that. Come on now, don't mess with me. God gave man this thing in our head called consciousness. Animals don't have consciousness. They have a brain. They're able to think on the 3 levels that we teach. Fight or flight, survival, and procreation. Those are it for the animals. And if man live on those levels, a lot of us do, live on beastly nature. That's the animal level. Instinctive level. Get conscious. That's what God is. You reach conscious level, you came in contact with what? Your higher self, aka God. And being conscious of that is the game that all human beings need to understand. And everybody trying to get it to y'all. How the hell we got so many people trying to enlighten and educate it, and we still dumb as a bag of rocks? Sorry about that. No intent, but it's annoying. Why? I ain't the only one doing this. There's a lot of people doing it. Why have so many people doing it? So many people ain't getting it. Sorry. I get a little annoyed. All right. Understand this, people. Please, again, we are gods. But I'm not asking. I'm telling you. Now, we are gods. We're in the flesh because what's the essence of in the flesh is God. That makes us God in the flesh. I can't make it no more simpler. Y'all give Jesus Christ the title, but you won't take it. Well, I can't be that. I can't be God. That's why you fail. Like Luke Walker in Return of the Jedi. All right. We are gods in the flesh. Why? With self-knowledge, you have the understanding of who you are. That's thyself, your higher self. We call it a whole bunch of stuff, but the idea is to experience it for yourself. I don't need you to do something about God. I don't need you to get me to God. I don't go to church to get to God. I go to church to fellowship with people who believe in God. I'm not a believer. I'm a knower. But I get with the crowd and chill. All right? But that's understanding yourself. And I ain't going to mosque. I ain't going to temple. Why not? If your friends, they fellowship, go hang out. Ain't no problem with that. Moving on. But superconscious, that's when you realize you are God in the flesh and you become what? Conscious. CONSCIENCE, means you've proven that you and God are one for yourself. Do what? The deeds that you put in and the blessings that you receive for just you doing. If you don't trust God or don't believe in God, do something good, do something righteous, and see what happens. And then do something bad and see what happens. How does God know the difference between the two? He knows you. He is you. Okay, you is him. Same thing. But God, when you become conscious, heart and mind conscious, now you what? You are true to yourself. You know your true self, aka your higher self or God. We don't make a difference. It's what you do to get that understanding. I'm just trying to teach you to give you understanding so you can practice it. I do it. My pastor, 100% on board with everything he teaches in that book. Hands down. Ain't no problem with that. It works for him. Moving on. And God is what? Our subconscious. What you mean? Your body functions. Your heartbeat on its own. Your digestive system runs itself. Everything is pretty much on autopilot other than what you got to think to move your arm, legs, and stuff like that. But everything else is on auto. That's God. The phrase, footprints in the sand. God, you say you would never leave me. You say you'll never forsake me. You say I'll never be alone. Well, I see one set of footprints. Where'd you go? God, so good. My man. Take the time and pay attention. You look at the size of the footprints. Our footprints ain't the same size. I carried you when you couldn't go on. That's why I'm always with you and I won't leave you. Get the concept? So when you look back and see one set of footprints, you've been carried. When you walk on your own, it'll be two sets. That's the concept. You always want to see two sets of footprints. That means you know God is behind you. If you see one, that means God is carrying you. Get the concept? Moving on. I love it. Now, you don't have to think about your body functions. I just broke that down to you. Why? Because God's got it. Again, y'all said all the right stuff. I love the hymns. I love the song because I understand them, but y'all ain't living by them. So I got a problem with that. But love, I love it. Yeah, y'all get me. I love it. Yeah. But I'm singing because y'all for the same. I get it. The statement. If I was a Christian, I get it. I understand it. Okay. Y'all got to produce that. I got a guy got a ministry. Say that and be about that. I said, my man, you got big shoes to fill. Why? Because you got to be about everything you say. And I teach a class. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. So if you say one thing and do something else, there's going to be an imbalance and everybody's going to recognize that. And you're going to have a problem. But as long as you be about what you say about, that's how it's going to be authenticated by you. You represent. So take the job serious. All right. You want it, you got it. But when I'm in meditative state, I just love it. Why? I ain't got to do nothing. When I first started out over 10 years ago, I couldn't get this thing together to save my life. Well, I'm thinking too much. Can't cut the brain off. My mom got the same problem. But it's when your thoughts just don't stop. And you can't stop them. Meditation helps you stop the thoughts that you don't want, that you don't control. You can now control what comes in your mind with meditation. And my body functions still work. I don't have to sit and worry about my heartbeat. Breathing and resting and sitting in a comfortable position, your mind will just do its thing. It just have its way. That's what meditating is all about. And when you become conscious, when your conscious mind, this is between your ears, learns to control what? The body parts. Exercising. You control the body. Okay, when they work together as one, I can just think the arm move. I can just think this. That's what God created everything, and we can do the same thing. He did it with the world. We can do it with our body and some other stuff, but that's the concept in his image. You think it, you make it happen. Manifest it. Heckus, word of power. Oh, abracadabra means what? I create what I speak. God was the creator. He's the biggest abracadabra there is. All right, moving on. I just heard that concept from a young lady. She be doing her thing too. Yeah. All right, when your conscious mind controls the body parts. Now, walking, running, moving, etc., you are in control of your body. You should be. Moving on. But let's talk about the unconscious mind right quick. The unconscious mind and when you sleep. A lot of people go to sleep, they're not conscious of nothing. They wake up, what you dream? I don't know. That's totally unconscious. So you don't know what's going on inside your own self. Being conscious meaning you're in control of your thoughts even when you sleep. That's called lucid dreaming. Okay? You realize you're dreaming while you're dreaming. All right? Unconscious mind really is what your dream state. Not real anyway, but you should at least be able to control it. A lot of times we take that dream and freak out. It felt so real. Man, all in your mind. Once you get understanding that the first law of hermeneutics principles are all is mental. That's all it is. Why? Everybody talking about the dream. Don't nothing have to dream but just a movie show, a sitcom, whatever you want to call it. But it's not real. Just like the TV. Hollywood got y'all so programmed. Y'all mimicking Hollywood. Hollywood used to mimic real life. It was a little more realer. They just put their twist to it. Now it's just straight off the hook. And we mimicking Hollywood, so to speak. The mirror, we mimicking the mirror. The mirror didn't show us no more. We showing the mirror. We doing the mirror, so to speak. Reverse. Mentally. Your superconscious, there we go. What is the superconscious mind? An enlightened mind. My mind. Why? I know how to function it. I know how to create it. I keep it under control. That's what a superconscious mind does. I don't have unnecessary thoughts. I don't have stuff that's going to make me do stuff that I don't want to do. I don't have addictions. I'm not controlled by my physical body, my lower self. That's what a conscious mind is, excuse me. And what happens? Your superconscious mind job has one thing with the brain: solve problems. Whatever issue the brain is trained to solve it. You know that? The brain, boy, it's amazing what they're not teaching us. This is scary. All right, but your superconscious mind will solve problems from what? From you, even when what? You're unconscious in your sleep. All your scholars and all your smart people, Einstein said they got their best ideas while asleep. He'll wake up and write down what he dreamt. Okay, why? Because the brain was solving the problem. He had an issue, he'd go to sleep with it, and in the morning, he'd wake up and write it down. Proven fact, he used it. Okay, I stay. Okay, where's this? This is my personal thing. I can't get away from this. I stay in superconscious mode. I'm comfortable there. I'm comfortable running my show. Okay, I don't have to. Well, man, sometimes I get tired. I just don't want to think. Are you crazy? Yeah, you are. I love the superconscious mode. That's why I stay at. Meditative mindset, all that. Why? I'm God conscious. All that's meaning I'm in control. When all those three states of consciousness, I'm controlled right now, I lucid dream, and I function even in the deep sleep state. Why? Because I'm conscious even then. That's why. That's super consciousness. I'm super conscious. That's the concept. And we use words to define something. Super means real. Yeah, okay, get the concept. I'm conscious of being unconscious. Excuse me. What the hell is that? That means I'm woke even when I'm in dreaming. That's called lucid dream. So I'm still conscious even when I'm asleep. That's what that means. A lot of y'all don't have a clue what that means. But if you will practice meditation, if you got more into you, make you your intense study, you find a whole lot of stuff about you. I done went down the horoscope rabbit hole. This is my next venture. Man, when I study about me, I know about all of y'all. But I mastered mine, which is Capricorn. So I know a lot about y'all, so understand that. And I hope y'all learn a lot about me. Why? Then you'll understand me more, that's all. I felt like I was a strange dude. I call my mother a strange bird. She's a little different. I'm a little different. I'm a Capricorn. So that takes away I ain't strange. I'm just a Capricorn. I'm Capricorn. I'm Capricorn. That's my excuse. So people use ignorance. I'm using my zodiac sign. All right. That's funny. All right, I thought so. All right, here you go. Where we at? I still okay. Superconscious. Superconsciousness is that constant. Okay, that unchanging. Truth don't change. I'm the same way from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. I'm thinking, I'm functioning, and I'm doing. 3 states of mind. Okay, and being aware the whole time. Again, I control all of that. Self-mastery meaning you control you. You can't claim to be a self-master and you wake up moody and you're irritable or something leads you and you act the fool. Women are moody. That's nature of the women. When they get better, they'll be less moody. Why? Because they can control that. If they ain't trying to control it, they're going to be moody. Okay? Moving on. You are who, that's what I mean. You are who you are. Whatever your basic routines are, unless you change them, they're going to be there. And if they're good or bad, that's going to be your decision to live with. Why? Because if it's good, you continue. If it's bad, you should change. Some of us don't even change our bad habits. That's a problem. Self-knowledge. There you go. Self-knowledge, a.k.a. superconsciousness, or what we call God conscious, Christ conscious, is all about being conscious. Why? God is all conscious. He knows all. That's what conscious means, to know. God knows all. So he gets the title. He's king. When we can function like that in human form, we become like him. Just in the flesh. See the concept? Trying to take you where you can live righteous and become God-like. Why? In spirit and in concept and in thinking. Why? Doing what's right. That's all he asks of us as human beings. Why? He rewards you for that. Think about it. If you have all parents, we know what we want for our children. We try to put them in a position to do that. But we also give them what? Boundaries, discipline. We teach them things they need to know for themselves that take them through life. That's the parents' job. Moving on. If we did more of that, more parents be parents, more fathers be fathers, more mothers hold the father be accountable, be parent to the child, mother and father, forget y'all issues, make the child the purpose. That's all come together for the child. Back in the day, people stayed married, unhappy, not liking it, but what? For the child's sake. Have a mother, father in the household. Now y'all selfish. I'd rather be happy. What about your child? I just send them some money. That ain't parenting. But they stereotype sent you that. So they got single parenting. Why? Because the man is quietly sending the money in. Because they're going to put them on support. They'll tell you they support you, but they're supporting you because they take the man's money. So you give to you, they're just the middleman. Make sure you get the money. I ain't got a problem with that. But that's the system that is broken. Moving on, I ain't got time for that. In superconscious mean we don't get into the system. Why? We protect ourselves, females. We don't have unprotected sex males. And we don't create life unconsciously by just having fun and creating life. Now we got to change our life. And a lot of people get caught right there. When you bring life into the world, your life should change. Why? You become a parent. Mine did. The first thing I did was, okay, that's the last time. I can't do no more work. I got to take care of my son. Again, it's personal. Sorry about that. Get back to the lesson. I'm sorry. Where we at? Superconsciousness. Now, right here. Your superconsciousness will what? Will your superconscious mind will answer all your inner questions. Again, like I told you, when they had issues, why do you think everybody tell you what? Sleep on it. If you got an issue, sleep on it. Your subconscious mind, at that time, not the superconscious, but the subconscious, would do the same thing. But when you heighten it by practicing it and sharpening it, it will get better at it. That's the difference. Like anything else, the more you do, the better you get at it. Your superconscious love solving what? Your problems and gaining knowledge of self. I'm a student in life. I'm a master myself, but I'm still learning how to be a better person in life. I'm going to do that to the day I die. Why? That's what I choose to do. It's a choice. But you got enough knowledge. You know yourself. That don't stop nothing. Okay, understand that, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, but that don't stop me. I'm still learning, and I'm love learning. I feed my superconscious with knowledge. I troll and listen to other people's philosophies and concepts. I stay on my grind, moving on all the time. That's what I can do. I love doing that. So I do it all the time. All right. And what's this? I feed my superconscious constantly with what? More knowledge of self from every different aspect I can get so I can harness it, understand it, and uniquely put it in my case and give it to you. And you want to know I got it from him or her or them, and then do where I got it from. The fact that I got it, using it, and I'm giving it to you. Why? Because it worked. I'm not going to sit here and preach religious concepts. Why? I'm going to church for that. I'm not wasting my time doing that. So, again, I know it. Why? I've been studying for the last 10 some odd years. I know a whole lot about preaching. That ain't my thing. But I see it, understand it, and respect it. Now, when I go into my meditation mode, okay, I leave right thinking at the door. Well, I don't need it. And you turn it Jedi. When you go into your dark side, when that time, they tell you, when you go into yourself, you're going to only need what you need. So if you bring in whatever you're going to need it. Why? Just self going to put you in that protect yourself. First thing he grabbed was his lightsaber. He got up in there. First thing he did what? Ran into his father and had the challenger. But had he went in there, he wouldn't have had that incident. And he'd have found more about himself by going into that state of mode instead of going and fighting himself, challenging his other side that he was not. They call it the dark side. Okay? That's what nobody wants to talk about. You come from the dark. Go back. Should be comfortable. I'm comfortable in the dark. I'm comfortable being alone. Okay? Solitude does me fine. Moving on. I just use it to my benefit, to use it to give you information to help you. Again, that's what I do. All right? Now, when your higher self, Haru, okay, the spirits in you, your superconsciousness, aka you become what? Superman. Okay? All the stuff that Superman can do, Haru did before he became Lord. Fights never justice for who? For the innocent. He took care of the people. Okay, he's the protector. That's why. So we had him long time. He just Superman, the sun god. But see, Haru didn't have no kryptonite. The color yellow, green is the opposite pretty much, and that brings it down, so to speak. But they really should work together. Gold and green work together. Nature and gold, which is the corn and the sun, they should manifest, but it works a little different psychologically. So a lot of times, ignorant don't hurt. Ignorance really brings down your intellect. So light and day, dark and night, same concept. All right. Remember, Maya gives you balance to understand them, and then you make a better decision by using them. Sometimes I need the dark. Sometimes I need solitude. So I pick that when I need it. Again. Now, when you know yourself, that means your superconsciousness is on alert. Now you're a functioning human being. You're a Sahu. You're an enlightened person walking the earth. You walk above the average person. Why? You're an average person. You're an enlightened being. You're special. Oh, chosen. How about that? The enlightened ones are the chosen ones. Okay. All y'all ignorant people talking about, we God's chosen people. You lying. God didn't hear the words y'all said. Moving on. Let me wrap this up again. I appreciate you tuning in. All right. Enlightenment is when you wake up your conscious mind and become super conscious of knowing yourself. The super conscious is the work that you put in to make that happen. Daily practice of right thinking philosophy does it. Wrap it up. Super consciousness is only reached and obtained through hard work when daily. You don't have no other way. Like Christ said, I am the only way, and that's right. Right about that, yeah, that concept, he's right on point with that. There's no other way to get there, and no other way to obtain it. He was telling you that. Super consciousness, like the Kundalini serpent, waits to be awakened. Why? That's the only way it can happen. They put it in there for that purpose, okay? They call it the poison pill. We call it the real pill. When that pill is activated, the serpent awakens. Now you got some stuff going on. You doing something to make it wake. What? Living right. Spirituality. Spiritually enlightened people who come to know God through the work and the study and have these spirits, mystical spirits, their superconscious keeps them what? Humble. Ego won't humble himself. Your ego will not humble. You got to humble him. Okay, it's the difference. You got to put your, why? Because he ain't going to give in. No, he's not reasonable. No, you got to handle that. Some people, that's what you got to deal with them. That's the ego. You got to wrestle it. You got to get the best. That's when Jacob was fighting God. No, the angel, he wasn't letting go. Why? I want something. Okay, the ego is pretty much like that. It wants something. It just wants something for itself. What did he want? He wanted the God. He wanted something from God. Simple. That's the ego reaching out. It's okay. When it's satisfied, it's the best worker you have, the most loyal, hardest worker you can have from yourself. It works for you. Trust me. Ego consciousness can and have been misinterpreted right there. The ego wants what it wants. The person just don't know what the ego wants. Why? It don't know it. Ignorance. Haru knows what it wants. rule tell you what to do. A rule show you and instruct you so you can do the things that you need to do. You don't just figure it out. Nope, we got to play it out. We got the plan laid out for you. Blueprint already been around for thousands of years. Moving on. Wrapping up. Last one. Superconsciousness is what? Is to become one with God. All the same. It's all, everything I give you to get you to what? Become one with God, to know thyself. That's the lesson. That's my goal, and that's my mission. Hope you enjoyed it. I got to go, right thinkers. And in closing, may all you right thinkers, better be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away, whether they was conscious or not. The physical body will pass away.